Hey, and welcome back to Ontario Cryptids. Today's stories will take us to the state of Alaska. Now, I know when you guys hear these stories, it will be Sunday, but I would like to say Happy Halloween to everyone, and please be safe out there this weekend. All right, let's switch it up a little bit. Just as a reminder, if you guys have your own stories that you would like to share, then forward your encounter stories to OntarioCryptids@gmail.com. And if you're enjoying these encounter stories, then don't forget to hit that like button and show your love and support. And also subscribe. All right, guys, so go grab your favorite beverage or snack and sit back and relax. This story takes place on February 9th of 2004 in the county of Prince of Wales, Alaska. This incident happened on February 9th, 2004 after 11 p.m. My daughter was home alone. She lives with a relative who was out of town. She called me at 11:22 p.m. She was terrified. She said she could hear something walking back and forth by her bedroom window. She also said she looked out the window when she first heard it and saw something big and black, really big. She described the thing to have been about 3 to 4 feet above the bottom of the window. When I went down to look behind the house this morning, I stood by the window, and I'm 5'4", and my eyes just reached the bottom of the window. So I figure this thing must have been 7 to 8 feet tall. We live in a small village of less than 500 population. There are a lot of bushes and trees in between the houses. Their house is close to the beach, and there is a forest surrounding the town. Now, I've never known my daughter to be afraid of anything, but that night when I went to pick her up, she was shaking like a leaf. She was hysterical. It took me almost an hour to calm her down. I questioned her about what happened. She called me about 5 minutes after she first saw it. She was too scared to move. When I got down there, I would not look behind the house, but she was hiding in my relative's closet. She said it was walking back and forth right behind the house. She described the footsteps as a sound that someone very large walking on 2 feet, kind of like stomping. My daughter is a very down-to-earth, not one prone to dramatics. When I first went down there, I didn't really know what was going on, just that my daughter was scared spitless. But I would not look behind the house. When I went up to the house, my hair felt like it was standing on end, and I had goosebumps really bad. I was scared and didn't know why. I questioned a friend who lived next door to my daughter. She said she heard something but wasn't sure what it was, but she didn't check it out. She also heard her dog barking. That was a great and terrifying story. But I just want to touch upon one thing. The main reason why I use Google Earth is to show everyone what the surrounding area looks like where these encounters or eyewitness accounts takes place. And the reason I do that is to show that in the majority of these cases, there is a huge possibility of a large bipedal being living in the forest because it is so rich and thick with pines or spruce and wildlife. So I try not to give the exact location. Most cases takes place around this town or around this county per se. So I'm trying to show the topography of the area just to show you how forested these areas truly are. Okay, let's get to the next story. Okay, so this next encounter takes place in the fall of 1992, and I hope I don't butcher the name of this county, but it takes place in Matanuska, Susitna County, Alaska, somewhere near Denali Park. A friend and I were driving back to Fairbanks from Anchorage. I was driving her truck, a 1980 Dodge D50. These trucks sit very low to the ground, and it was late at night, and we were just about to hit the tourist area of the Denali Park. It wasn't winter yet. Just before a corner, my lights hit something sitting on the yellow line in the middle of the road. The lights to this truck were grossly out of alignment, so they were pointing right at the thing. It was sitting in the middle of the road with its legs pulled up to its chest and its arms folded over its knee. Its head was between its arms, looking towards the ground. It had long human-like hair. At first, I thought I was looking at an orangutan. Then I thought to myself, what would an orangutan be doing in the middle of nowhere in Alaska? I've lived here almost all my life, and there is no animal like this one. I thought to myself, the only way that this could have been an orangutan is if there's a circus out here. I knew that was not a possibility in such a remote area. I drove right next to it, and I was at its level. If I had been going slow, I could have touched it easily. I was freaked out and thought I must have been seeing things. Maybe I was tired. My friend saw it too, although neither one of us said a word until we reached the gas station in the town of Healy, just past Denali. She said, "Did you see that?" And I said, "I thought I was seeing things." This spooked us so bad we didn't even say anything to each other about it until we were around people. We have talked about this and still agree that we saw this thing. We have given up on trying to explain it to anyone else because no one believes it. We both have decided not to bring it up because no one believes it anyway. Why I feel this is so unusual, there is no animal native to Alaska that could resemble this thing in any way. We have bears, moose, caribou, porcupine, rabbits, etc., but none of these animals have knees or long reddish-colored hair. I don't know how to explain it, and I've given up trying to because nobody believes it. They think you're joking. I don't want to be harassed by anyone. I just wanted to share my genuine incident in case others have seen it. This is a very unusual encounter. I don't think I've ever come across one where a being or a Sasquatch has been sitting in the middle of the road in a fetal position with its head tucked between its knees. Very unusual behavior. Was it trying to stay warm? This was in the fall, and I'm guessing the road would have been slightly warmer than the surrounding area, but it's still kind of unusual because these creatures are very elusive. They don't want to be seen or be spotted. So very weird, very strange. Okay, so that's going to be it for today. I would like to remind you all that if you have a story or an encounter that you would like to share, then please forward your stories to OntarioCryptids@gmail.com. Your stories can be as anonymous as you would like. Okay, so I'd love to hear from you all soon. A quick reminder to be safe out there during this Halloween weekend. I am recording this on a Saturday, so I know you're not going to hear it until Sunday. But anyways, guys, please be safe. And we will be back next Sunday. See you all then.